What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing jeans and a blue shirt.
Do you like watching cartoons?
Yes, they always make me smile.
Have you ever been to a zoo?
Yes, I went there with my family last summer.
Can you play any sports?
Yes, I play volleyball at school.
Do you like cleaning your room?
Not really, but I do it anyway.
What's your favorite drink?
I really like orange juice.
Are you wearing glasses?
Yes, I wear them every day.
Have you ever seen snow?
Yes, I saw it when I visited the mountains.
What time do you eat dinner?
I usually eat around 7 p.m.
Do you like going to the movies?
Yes, especially with friends.
Can you speak French?
Just a few words.
Are you listening to music now?
No, I turned it off earlier.
What do you do on your birthday?
I celebrate with cake and presents.
Have you ever flown on a plane?
Yes, many times.
Are you feeling cold?
A little, it's chilly today.
Do you use a computer every day?
Yes, for work and fun.
What's your favorite type of weather?
I like cool and breezy days.
Are you learning to cook something new?
Yes, I'm trying to make lasagna.
Can you whistle?
Yes, I learned when I was a kid.
Do you enjoy riding the bus?
It's okay, but I prefer walking.
What's your favorite thing to do alone?
I love reading quietly.
Have you ever been to a concert?
Yes, I saw my favorite band last year.
Do you like writing stories?
Yes, I write short stories in my notebook.
Can you eat spicy food?
Only a little, not too hot.
Are you afraid of thunder?
No, I think it's kind of cool.
What do you usually do after school?
I rest and do homework.
Do you like helping others?
Yes, it makes me feel good.
Are you good at telling jokes?
Not really, but I try.
Can you run fast?
I'm not the fastest, but I'm okay.
Have you ever baked a cake?
Yes, I baked one for my sister's birthday.
Do you enjoy drawing comics?
Yes, they're really fun to create.
What's your favorite animal?
I really like pandas.
Are you wearing a watch?
No, I use my phone to check time.
Have you visited a museum?
Yes, I visited one last weekend.
Do you prefer silence or music while studying?
I prefer soft music.
Are you feeling sleepy?
A little, it's been a long day.
Do you like riding bicycles?
Yes, I ride mine in the park.
Can you draw faces?
A little, I'm still learning.
Have you been on a boat?
Yes, I went on a boat ride once.
Are you planning anything fun this weekend?
Yes, I'm going to the zoo.
Do you like playing in the snow?
Yes, building snowmen is fun.
Are you good at remembering names?
Not really, I forget sometimes.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
I love cookies and cream.
Do you use a planner or calendar?
Yes, it helps me stay organized.
Are you wearing shoes or slippers?
I'm wearing slippers at home.
Can you paint pictures?
Yes, I enjoy watercolor painting.
Do you like camping?
Yes, I love being outdoors.
Have you ever ridden a train?
Yes, I took one to another city.
Are you thinking about lunch already?
Yes, I'm getting a bit hungry.
Do you enjoy doing puzzles?
Yes, they're a great brain workout.
What do you like to do on holidays?
I enjoy traveling and trying new food.
Where do you usually eat lunch?
I usually eat at the office cafeteria.
When do you clean your house?
I clean it every Sunday morning.
Why do you wake up early?
I like to start my day with a walk.
How do you relax on weekends?
I take naps and listen to music.
What do you bring to a picnic?
I bring sandwiches and drinks.
Where do you want to travel someday?
I want to visit Japan.
When do you feel sleepy?
I feel sleepy after lunch.
Why do you take notes in class?
It helps me remember things better.
Who do you usually eat dinner with?
I eat dinner with my family.
How do you learn new vocabulary?
I use flashcards and apps.
What do you usually wear at home?
I wear comfortable clothes.
When do you listen to music?
I listen while working or walking.
Why do you like learning English?
It helps me talk to more people.
Who do you chat with online?
I chat with my friends and cousins.
How do you stay healthy?
I eat well and exercise regularly.
What's your favorite kind of weather?
I love cool and sunny weather.
Where do you usually read books?
I read in bed or at the cafe.
When do you write in your journal?
I write before going to sleep.
Why do you like your school?
My teachers are nice and helpful.
Who do you go shopping with?
I usually go with my sister.
How do you prepare for exams?
I study a little every day.
Where do you store your books?
I keep them on a shelf in my room.
When do you check your emails?
I check them every morning.
Why do you wear a jacket?
Because it's cold outside.
Who teaches your favorite class?
Mr. Wilson teaches it.
How do you get home from school?
I take the bus.
What's your favorite drink?
I really like iced tea.
Where do you usually take a walk?
I walk around my neighborhood.
When do you feel most hungry?
Around lunchtime.
Why do you take breaks while studying?
To rest my eyes and focus better.
Who do you share your lunch with?
Sometimes I share with my friend.
How do you get ready in the morning?
I shower, get dressed, and eat breakfast.
What do you cook for breakfast?
I usually make eggs and toast.
Where do you charge your phone?
I charge it near my bed.
When do you usually do the laundry?
On Saturday afternoons.
Why do you carry a backpack?
To hold my books and things.
Who is your favorite teacher?
My English teacher is my favorite.
How do you make new friends?
I talk to people and join clubs.
What do you do during lunch break?
I eat and chat with friends.
Where do you go on weekends?
I go to the mall or movies.
When do you drink coffee?
In the morning or after lunch.
Why do you turn off your phone at night?
So I can sleep without distractions.
Who helps you with your homework?
My brother sometimes helps me.
How do you keep your desk organized?
I clean it every evening.
What's your favorite snack?
I love popcorn.
Where do you spend your holidays?
Usually at my grandparents' house.
What do you eat for lunch?
I eat rice and chicken.
Where do you live?
I live in a small town.
When do you wake up?
I wake up at 6 a.m.
Why do you study English?
I want to speak better.
Who is your best friend?
My best friend is Anna.
How do you go to school?
I go by bus.
What is your favorite fruit?
I like apples.
Where is your phone?
It's on the table.
When do you eat dinner?
I eat at 7 p.m.
Why do you smile?
I feel happy.
Who cooks in your house?
My mother cooks.
What is your hobby?
I like painting.
Where do you play games?
I play in my room.
When is your birthday?
It's in June.
Why do you run fast?
I like to win.
Who sings well?
My sister does.
How do you feel today?
I feel great.
What color do you like?
I like blue.
Where is your school?
It's near my house.
When do you watch TV?
At night.
Why do you wear a hat?
It's sunny.
Who helps you at home?
My brother helps me.
How do you open this?
Turn the handle.
What do you see?
I see a bird.
Where do you work?
I work in a shop.
When do you sleep?
At 10 p.m.
Why do you laugh?
The joke is funny.
Who is calling you?
My friend is.
How do you draw?
With a pencil.
What do you hear?
I hear music.
Where do you sit?
I sit near the window.
When do you read?
Before bed.
Why do you drink water?
I'm thirsty.
How do you write fast?
I practice daily.
What is that sound?
It's the bell.
Where is the dog?
It's in the yard.
When do you go out?
In the evening.
Why do you dance?
It's fun.
Who makes you laugh?
My cousin does.
How do you wash clothes?
I use a machine.
What is your favorite toy?
A red car.
Where is your book?
On my bed.
When is lunchtime?
At 1 p.m.
Why do you cry?
I lost my toy.
Who is that man?
He's my uncle.
How do you clean your room?
I sweep and dust.
What do you want?
I want ice cream.
What's your favorite sport?
I like football.
Where do you go to relax?
I go to the park.
When do you wake up on weekends?
I wake up at 8 a.m.
Why do you exercise?
To stay healthy.
Who do you talk to every day?
I talk to my mom.
How do you spend your free time?
I play video games.
What do you do on Sundays?
I go to the market.
Where do you go for a walk?
I walk in the garden.
When do you brush your teeth?
I brush them after breakfast.
Why do you like reading?
It's relaxing.
Who helps you with your homework?
My dad helps me.
How do you make tea?
I boil water and add tea leaves.
What's your favorite movie?
I like action movies.
Where do you buy clothes?
I buy them online.
When do you take a shower?
I take a shower in the morning.
Why do you eat vegetables?
They are healthy.
Who is your favorite singer?
I like Ed Sheeran.
How do you play soccer?
I kick the ball into the goal.
What's your favorite animal?
I love cats.
Where do you live?
I live in a big city.
When do you study English?
I study in the evening.
Why do you like ice cream?
It's sweet and cold.
Who does the laundry?
My mom does it.
What's your favorite snack?
I like chips.
Where do you usually eat lunch?
I eat at the office.
When do you go to the gym?
I go in the evening.
Why do you like nature?
It's beautiful and peaceful.
Who takes care of your plants?
I take care of them.
How do you keep your room clean?
I tidy up every day.
What's your favorite season?
I love summer.
Where do you work?
I work in a restaurant.
When do you go grocery shopping?
I go on Saturdays.
Why do you like traveling?
I love seeing new places.
Who do you call when you need help?
I call my best friend.
How do you study for tests?
I make notes and review them.
What do you wear to work?
I wear a suit.
Where do you go after school?
I go home.
When do you relax?
I relax in the evening.
Why do you play video games?
It's fun.
Who visits you at home?
My cousins visit.
How do you like your coffee?
I like it with milk.
What's your favorite type of music?
I like pop music.
Where do you keep your keys?
I keep them in my bag.
When do you exercise?
I exercise in the morning.
Why do you like pizza?
It's delicious.
Who do you share your food with?
I share with my friends.
How do you cook pasta?
I boil water and add pasta.
What do you like to do in the evening?
I like to watch TV.
Where do you spend your holidays?
I spend them with family.
What time do you wake up?
I wake up at 7 a.m.
Where do you go to eat?
I go to a local restaurant.
When do you read books?
I read before bed.
Why do you like cooking?
It's fun and creative.
Who is your best friend?
My best friend is Sarah.
How do you get to work?
I take the bus.
What do you like to do in the morning?
I like to have breakfast and relax.
Where do you go shopping?
I go to the mall.
When do you go to bed?
I go to bed at 10 p.m.
Why do you drink water?
It keeps me hydrated.
Who do you talk to on the phone?
I talk to my parents.
How do you travel to the city?
I take the train.
What's your favorite fruit?
I love apples.
Where do you live?
I live in a small town.
When do you go on vacation?
I go during the summer.
Why do you like swimming?
It's relaxing and fun.
Who do you follow on social media?
I follow my friends and celebrities.
How do you prepare for a meeting?
I write down the main points.
What's your favorite holiday?
I love Christmas.
Where do you keep your shoes?
I keep them in the closet.
When do you visit the doctor?
I visit when I'm sick.
Why do you like running?
It helps me stay fit.
Who teaches you English?
My teacher, Mr. Lee, teaches me.
How do you stay organized?
I use a planner.
What's your favorite drink?
I like orange juice.
Where do you go to the gym?
I go to the local fitness center.
When do you do your laundry?
I do it on Sundays.
Why do you love animals?
They are cute and loyal.
Who cooks dinner at your house?
My mom cooks dinner.
How do you learn new skills?
I watch tutorials online.
What's your favorite game?
I enjoy playing chess.
Where do you go on weekends?
I go to the beach.
When do you take breaks?
I take breaks during work.
Why do you go to the library?
To study and read.
Who do you admire?
I admire my grandmother.
How do you relax after work?
I watch TV and listen to music.
What's your favorite vegetable?
I love carrots.
Where do you store your food?
I store it in the fridge.
When do you go to the park?
I go on weekends.
Why do you like sports?
They keep me active.
Who do you like to spend time with?
I like spending time with my family.
How do you manage your time?
I make a schedule.
What's your favorite type of food?
I love Italian food.
Where do you study?
I study at home.
When do you exercise?
I exercise in the morning.
Why do you like playing cards?
It's a fun challenge.
Who helps you with your work?
My colleague helps me.
How do you stay motivated?
I set small goals.
What's your favorite time of the year?
I like the fall season.
Where do you spend your evenings?
I spend them at home.
When do you like to travel?
I like to travel during holidays.
What do you do after dinner?
I usually watch TV.
Where do you eat lunch?
I eat lunch at work.
When do you clean your room?
I clean it every weekend.
Why do you listen to music?
It makes me feel happy.
Who do you study with?
I study with my friend.
How do you get to school?
I walk to school.
What kind of books do you read?
I read mystery books.
Where do you go with your family?
We go to the zoo.
When do you take a shower?
I take a shower in the morning.
Why do you go to the gym?
To stay healthy.
Who do you call often?
I call my sister often.
How do you spend your free time?
I read and go for walks.
What is your hobby?
My hobby is drawing.
Where is your favorite place to relax?
My favorite place is the beach.
When do you visit your grandparents?
I visit them on holidays.
Why do you like reading?
I enjoy learning new things.
Who helps you with homework?
My brother helps me.
How do you cook rice?
I boil it in water.
What do you do on your birthday?
I celebrate with my friends.
Where do you watch movies?
I watch movies at home.
When do you go shopping?
I go on Saturdays.
Why do you drink coffee?
It gives me energy.
Who do you sit next to in class?
I sit next to Emma.
How do you write emails?
I use my laptop.
What do you wear in winter?
I wear a coat and scarf.
Where do you keep your keys?
I keep them in my bag.
When do you water the plants?
I water them in the morning.
Why do you wear sunglasses?
To protect my eyes.
Who do you visit on weekends?
I visit my cousins.
How do you wash your clothes?
I use a washing machine.
What do you take to school?
I take my books and lunch.
Where do you see animals?
I see them at the zoo.
When do you do your homework?
I do it after school.
Why do you brush your teeth?
To keep them clean.
Who is your teacher?
My teacher is Mr. Brown.
How do you learn new words?
I use a dictionary.
What games do you like?
I like card games.
Where do you buy clothes?
I buy them at the store.
When do you eat breakfast?
I eat at 8 a.m.
Why do you use a notebook?
To write things down.
Who wakes you up in the morning?
My alarm clock wakes me up.
How do you spell your name?
I spell it J-W-H-N.
What do you eat for lunch?
I eat rice and vegetables.
Where do you sit at dinner?
I sit at the table.
When do you visit friends?
On the weekends.
Why do you wear a jacket?
Because it's cold.
Who do you laugh with?
I laugh with my friends.
How do you fix your bike?
I use tools.
What time do you go to sleep?
I go to sleep at 11 p.m.